Hello. Hi there, Modern Outdoors. I have to make a slight adjustment. I want to make sure that I'm able to see the connection status. So, got a plan today. Gonna eat many peanut butter M&Ms. But we're gonna set up our Great One grind. I've set up my inventory with almost everything I need. So far we just have one tent. We're gonna buy a bunch more. So I have one. I need to buy 15. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess there's a number right there. So now let's check my storage, make sure there's 16. Ooh, that cuts through a lot of money. Next thing, these, I have 12. I don't know if I'm gonna need 16 of them, or not 16, 32 of them. I'm gonna get this number to 16 though. Just so I have at least that many. So, I've got 16 tents, an empty Quattro map that is not set up in the slightest for grinding red deer. But the reason we're doing Quattro and not Tay is because I don't want to tear down my entire fallow grind setup for this. Nor do I want to set up on Hirsch or Parquet or Emerald Coast because I don't want to have a really strict setup on Emerald Coast since it's still like a new map. But I already have a setup on other maps for like moose, black bear, whitetail. I don't really want to disturb those. Hi, Milo. So it's 9:25. A little late in their zone time. But the goal right now is just to find my zones. And I went through a few of my friends' discords and looked for hot maps. I have one, but it's a little old. So it might not be accurate 100%. And by a little old, I mean like this map was from 2021. 7. Alright, now what does that give me right away? 2 drink zones. Well, that guy I think is a single. But I don't think right here would be a bad spot for a tripod. I just don't think it's the right spot for a tripod. As soon as that hind puts her head down, I'm gonna take the shot. This one. I need you to put your head down. Or don't. Yep, I still got you. I completely missed. I got him. Are you fleeing? No, you're just alert. I got one. Let's uncrouch and consider. I could just spawn it at the outpost here, which is going to be kind of nice. And maybe I'll stick a tent over here to make it faster. pick them up so I don't have to run 300 meters. But that's also going to kind of depend on what other zones I have down here. Since I am at the narrower end of this lake, there's always a possibility I put a tent over there and we shoot across the lake. But I've got some plans for a pretty hefty video coming out, just getting really, really in-depth, doing a good deep dive on like how to set up and execute a Great One grind. So I figured me doing this during a stream would probably be really helpful because I didn't want to like set up for the grind on my own time and record it and have that take 8 hours and then have to go through that 8 hours of footage. And I mean, I'm not saying that this is going to take 8 hours, but there's a possibility. Could. I am not fast. I am like Baymax. I feel like if I can get a tent over here, this would be nice. There's another one. This wouldn't be a bad spot. I'll stick a tent like right around where I'm standing, I think, or at least I'm gonna try to. I'm also gonna try and get this guy. Well, we hit him twice, and it seems to be at least decent. Alright. Perfect. And these are my customized tents. Because this would be 100% legal in Iowa if it was a blind. So I've got 3 zones over here. Might be a 4th. We'll find out. Oh my gosh. Alright, we did get this guy. I think I'm gonna try and do tents first, then tripods. And from what I understand from most people's hot maps, the red deer are not at these 3 lakes, sometimes these 2, and not this little one. Those are the only ones that I've seen that people just like don't have red deer at. Hello, Rut. Oh, we got a female fleeing. Getting close to where we shot that level 5. He didn't float, that much is for sure. It is a little thick in the coverage up ahead for whether or not he's gonna be over here. And he was a single, so it might have been a bad idea that we shot him. But to each their own. I shoot singles. I shoot single red deer, especially if they are level 5. There's my deer. But for me, what I consider a shooter stag is level 5 and above. I've tried doing level 6 and up, and it just did not work out for me. They look so good, though. Alrighty. So maybe I could stick a tent over here. It might be a waste of a tent, but I'd rather have it. Because that can make this stretch a lot easier. I do want one on this lake if they're still there. It is 9:51. We're going to change time first. I'm going to try and keep the time within the range of their drink time. That way I don't really have to worry. It's going to cost me some money, but we're also hunting along the way, which will help rebound the fact that I was just at $500,000. And I'm now not even at a quarter. Do I hear wolves? Hmm. I thought I was hearing wolves. 1032 because you got guaranteed troll pie red deer. I get it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't expect this to be a short grind. I really don't. And that's unfortunate because Quattro has never been kind to me. The Ibex species, I still don't have a Grand Slam. I think I've got 1 or 2, maybe, of the Ibex species of diamonds. The Quattro map has never been kind to me like it has been many other people. I expect this to be a pretty hefty grind. And I've attempted this grind before. I have. That's the really messed up part. Like, I'm just resetting up a grind that I've already done once. Right. I mean, I do have one super rare, but it's not like a diamond albino red deer whitetail. It's not a deer. It's a bird. Still a freaking super rare, but not quite as cool. I have a leucistic diamond capercaillie. That is my super rare. But we've got a Java monster. We've got peanut butter M&Ms. I have a pitcher of water I can fill my water cup with. And I have until approximately 3 p.m. So we're gonna probably spray. We're gonna get a little closer and then we're gonna find out where they're at. I feel like Quattro is one of those maps where it's a combination of outpost to lake setup is nice, or outpost to lake setup is really not nice. And you've got so many outposts close together. Like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 outposts just on this bottom line? Birds are dope, I'm jealous. I wish it was not an upland bird. I don't really like the upland bird. I wish it was like a waterfowl bird. Because, like, as cool as upland, like, grouse, pheasant, all of those kinds of birds are, I prefer, like, geese, ducks, like, in real-life hunting aspects. Alright, we're getting close to the lake. Excuse me. And I think what probably did not help me with my last red deer grind was I was trying to abide by keeping my tents 300 meters away from zones instead of putting my tents just within render so I could fast travel in, back up like 10 feet. And I wasn't doing like tents for harvesting stuff. I was really making it harder on myself. But if somebody had told me that I was making it harder for myself, I wouldn't have believed them, which is dumb. But, you know, it is what it is. I had to learn the lessons myself. Diamond albino tufted duck. Fair enough. I kind of doubt that there's not anything here. right? So for like this tent, instead of having the tent like right here on the water, I had it like up here on the mountainside. So I had to run down every time I spawned over here. Let me check the hot map that I do have. I think it's under... Oh no, where did I see? Is this it? Oh boy, hold on. Nope. Neither of those. Got it. Well, there's certainly a red deer here. Hold on. Got... I'm just gonna crawl over to the tree. Hope it makes me invisible. Well, there are at least some females coming. Hey, if I could scratch this zone off early as having females, that would be great. There is a stag. Nope. Continue on, sir. I'm not here. Just please walk to your zone. No. Keep going. Oh, he's so close. I didn't realize the wind had shifted from north to west. You're a butt. Okay, so there are going to be deer here. I just don't know exactly where their zone is gonna be. Maybe we'll stick a tent over there, and I'll stick a tent where I'm at, and we'll figure it out. If their zone is where I'm standing, their zone is where I'm standing. And if it's down here, it's down here. And if it's neither, we'll find them. And it is 7:28. And they were just arriving. Cool, it's gonna be one of those grinds. But I decided to like make a bullet point list with like big topics, subtopics, and like even subtopics of those subtopics of everything that I wanted to talk about and cover when it comes to Great One grinding and just grinding animals in general. And holy cow, I ended up with 4 pages of bullet points and topics to talk about. All because I had one person come into somebody else's stream and start asking all of the questions, and I was like, you know, helping in the chat, just trying to answer the questions because I was a moderator in this specific stream. Can I place a waypoint? Thank you. There we go. And like, I was like, well, dang, that's like, clearly there's a need for it, so I should probably consider making like a video of like just in depth, really going through like the mechanics of grinding in Call of the Wild. And oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. 4 freaking pages of notes. And like, I did research on this too. Like, I went out and I was testing like the effects of like how much hunting pressure do you build up using a bow? How much pressure do you build up using a rifle? How much pressure do you build up using a bow in a hunting stand? How much pressure do you build up using a rifle in a hunting stand? Like all of the little numbers and things. Got out the calculator and I double checked like all the math on how much it would cost to buy a full setup. And like I knew that I didn't have enough in-game cash and I'd have to grind fallow for like 3 days to probably get there. But it's really dumb. I didn't want to get a second fallow great one in the means of making this video. So I really only shot like 30 to get myself over 520 in-game cash. So that way I had enough to buy all the tents that I would need. And then I went around on like all my other maps and I like dismantled any tripod that I knew that I didn't exactly need that specific grind that I had going on. Oh boy. And that's how I ended up with 12 tripods. Alright, that's still out of render, but I'm expecting them to be there. I remember this as being one of the more annoying zones to hunt, because it's so easy to run here from the outpost, but they were all on like this coastline, which is on the side of the lookout point. Which, like, it's not far, but it's very, steep. Alright, so if they were on the coast, they'd be rendering in. Oh, look, there they are. Ba-da-ba. I see a male. I think there's another one in here somewhere. I think. I don't know, but I think. Maybe there's not. Maybe it's just this guy. Good for him. Look at him. He got a whole lady squad. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's so little. We got a level 3 and a level 4. That means at this zone, he is my shooter, and it's just him. That guy is still traveling. I have another 4. I have 2 level 4s here. Let's see what we got. The other guy stopped. Where did he stop? There he is. Ooh, perfect. Ah, chef's kiss. That was so nice. So satisfying to see. Alright, so this is a viable spot for a tent. Let's see if they bolt. Yes, they do. But they are close enough to fear the sound of a tent being assembled. That's far enough away that I can't tell if there's anything there, which is fine. Let's see. If I have a level 3 and 2 level 4s, the only one I have to worry about is the 7. And I can at least check if he's a single or in a herd. But if you have anything related to Great One grinding that you think that I should double check and make sure that it's in... Oh my gosh. My help me out here. In the video, like, let me know. And I will double check that I have it in there. Because I have many ideas. I don't want to, like, have to make another video. I can get this all done in one. It's going to be a long video if I do it all in one, which is why I'm considering doing it in 2 segments. Doing one video about setup and then doing one video just about the grind itself. I love this rack so much. Look at that double long heart shot at 238. I love that so much. I'll consider a tent like over here. I don't really want to run around it the whole time, every time. And I'm gonna look this way to check and see if there's anything there, even though by now it would have been spooked because of me placing the tent. It's just good to know if it's there. I know they used to have red deer zones all along this coastline. Like, all the way across down here. There's a zone. Is it a red deer? Please be an ibex or something. Ooh, even better, it's wolves. I'm gonna assume that they're not there. I have these 3 little lakes to check, which is gonna be kind of a pain. I'm gonna mark this and start here. Nope. Fast travel. There we go. I'm drinking the cafe latte flavor of the Java Monsters. They're my freaking favorite. They really are. If it's not that one, I drink Mean Bean or Salted Caramel. But I do not enjoy the mocha or the Irish cream. I don't remember the last time I even tried a Kona blend, but I might like it now. I definitely didn't like it when I was first kind of getting into coffee. But who knows? Speaking of Kona blend though, I used to know a X-ray roe deer. I used to know an X-race horse who his name was Kona. He was a very, very sweet horse. I liked him a lot. Never got the opportunity to ride him. Very cool. I think by the age that I am now, and the age that this horse was, it's likely he has since passed away, but not entirely, like, 100% guaranteed type thing. I'd say there's a solid 75% chance that he has since passed away. But I think the last time that I went to the stable that he was at, he was no longer there, but that doesn't mean that he's passed. That could mean that the owner moved and, you know, moved with him. Hello, sir. Oh, there were so many more. You weren't grounded. Now were you? But you didn't exactly like the 303 bullet just ripping through. I don't know how much pheasant was left. I'm being barked at by the roe deer. I don't appreciate it. Their tone feels very... I don't know, give me good words. I have no chance of hitting that. Got it. Worth the attempt. But this is what I carry for my grinds. It's main grinding weapon, binoculars, well, range finding binoculars, a 22, a bow, usually my tent is in slot 5, scent, and then a collar. I'm gonna move that to slot 5 where I expect it to be. This will get us to the bottom corner of the lake, which I think this is actually open all the way through. It just doesn't register that way. I tried. That's what I wanted to do too. I'm gonna run out of 22 ammo. You're just flying back now. Alright. Oops, sorry. Hit my mic. Not bad loadout, definitely different than what people... Right. Not only is it different than what people usually use, it's, the arrangement is kind of weird. Usually, for me, these 3 would all be slid down one slot, and I like to keep the collar in slot 3, but I've started putting it in slot 0 since I don't have room to carry the... There was more. I don't have room to carry the health packs at the same time as the tripod or the tent. But the reason I'm using the 303 is because I had ammunition left over from the fallow grind for it. And I did not have the money after I was planning to buy all the tripods and stuff left over to buy a bunch of ammo that I wasn't then gonna be able to use. I guess it does close. At least I can identify that there's like nothing on the other side. It's all a little too far away to identify. Also, I don't think the callers are calling to the, like, actual ranges right now. Or at least not the Antler Rattler, because the Antler Rattler is supposed to have a range of 200 meters. And for some reason, I can sit in the middle of the double lakes, like the... There he is. I can sit in the center of the sandy double lakes on Tay, call with the Antler Rattler, and have deer that are definitely outside of 200 make their way towards me. And I don't think I have any perks associated with it. So in order to get him to spawn in, I'd have to back up to 200, and I don't really like backing up to 200 if it's gonna put them out of sight. We're at 130. It might work to put one like over there. But the wind is more my friend if I put it over here. I could put it here. Or at least I can hope that the game will let me put it here. And then we can just walk north, hoping that the wind is usually going to be our friend. Usually when I spawn, it'll face me north anyway. I should have measured that distance. But then again, he wasn't exactly on his zone marker, so I may have to, you know, spawn here, automatically back up a little bit. You better stay there on that coastline. I do not want to go running back for you if you start floating. But yeah. It's like a kilometer from anything at this spot. Spicy puppos. Hey, bud. Hi, Sammy. What are you doing, kitty cat? What are you doing? Alright. We'll just head straight north, check this lake. Another kilometer. Yeah. I know, Sam. Like, it'd probably be closer for me to get to the top of this lake from this outpost, but at this point, not really worth it. This is what sucks about setting up. And, well, I guess one of my cats is in here. I do have 3. Yeah. Hi, Sam. What do you want? Sam's usually not really that attention-seeking from me. He's a little more interested in the attention that his dad offers. But he has one of those meows that's very unique, huh, Senor Samuel? You little handsome guy. Yeah. You're very sweet. You are. The problem is, I think with my mic settings, it won't pick him up meowing unless he meows like really loudly as I'm talking. Buddy. Damn. Hey, at least coming from the south, I don't have to worry about the wind. Shim sham. I'm gonna tab out real quick and pull up my actual video outline stuff. So, like my main points for talking in the upcoming video stuff, we have getting to know your map and the intended species, what does it cost to set up a full grind, getting to know your herds, how to set up your tents and structures, planning the route, what weapons should you use, skills and perks, and I have how hunting pressure works, what to shoot, troubleshooting, like there's a whole big chunk of troubleshooting, herd management, yay, nay, why and what I personally choose to do, how many kills, how do you know when the Great One will spawn, and what to do when the Great One spawns. And then my last 2 is congratulations, you've gotten whatever it was that you were after. And then the last bullet point is, should you start over, should you move on, like what should you do after you've completed the mission of your grind. I need to oh, nope, it did it. It fixed itself. Sometimes when I tab out and come back to the game, it comes back in windowed mode instead of full screen. This time it fixed itself. We started a fantasy football draft on Saturday. Like Saturday night at like 8 or 9 p.m. We're still drafting people. Like, we're luckily and thankfully in the last round of drafting people. Finally, after 4.5 days. But we've still got 11 people who need to draft. Oh, he's fleeing. Oh, but you're a level 5, so I do need to get you. I missed! Alright, well, at least I'll get his zone eventually, hopefully. There's somebody. I don't need the level 4. I thought I saw him, like, up here running. Dang. Okay. Here's the annoying thing, is there's no, like, zone markers here for that 5. So his zone could be where I'm standing. It could be anywhere on this freaking lake. Let's just stick a tent here. Alright, he didn't even notice. Good. We'll go check this lake next. This lake, I know I used to have stags on it, but the annoying part was it was like 4 single stags, all spread around the lake. They were always good respawns, so it sucked. It sucked a lot. Who knows, I might end up deciding that because this guy's just a level 5 and a level 4, even though I'd like to shoot my level 5s, I might just decide to leave him. Maybe I need to, like, take a look, like a really close look at score estimates and decide I will shoot a level 5 if it has a score estimate that goes over a certain number, you know? There's always something we can, you know, fine-tune a little bit. That's kind of the way that I did it with the fallow grind. I wouldn't shoot just level 3s on up. I would shoot level 3s and up, and the level 3 had to have a maximum score estimate that at least went over 150. Which I had one level 2 whose score estimate went over 150. It went to like 152. I didn't shoot it. I didn't. Because I try to think of it as I'm trying to shoot the older, more mature bucks to let the small ones grow. Which I know that that's not a mechanic in Caldwell. I know it's not. That's just the narrative that I choose when I'm grinding on who I'm going to shoot, who I'm not going to shoot, and why. Like, I'm not gonna shoot everything just because I don't really want to have to spend all my time continuously refinding new single zones and where they go. I'd rather have like a select few that I'm willing to keep looking for. Ooh. Big Bork. Angry Bork. Alrighty. But I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lakes kind of set up, and it's been 45 minutes. There's definitely a zone with a shooter. I could hear them running. That's a shooter. And he's in a herd. Or at least buddied up with a herd. He might be a different drink zone. That one's got a shooter. I used to have like a couple in here that were just a pain to shoot. I don't really have that many zones. There's another one. So maybe for here... I figure having a tent on a zone is not a bad idea for me in the sense that I can always set up the zone for me to be right on top of it and use it as a base shooting point where I don't have to worry about zones that are too close spawning in and needing to be shot down. He's a shooter, he's a shooter. He's technically a shooter. You know what? Maybe my level 5 thing will be if they score, their score estimate goes over 160. I think that's a little low. What's this level 4 got? You go up to 115. That's so low. What about you? You go to 157. And you go to 162. You're not much bigger than him. Maybe 165 is the number that I should aim for. I'm gonna leave him there. I'm gonna decide right now that it's gonna be 165 or 170. One or the other. I'll decide a little more in depth. Like, that's 5 points to work with. That'll be just fine with me for right now. I did not get vitals. I shot too low. That's what happens, I guess, for me. That should be at least a single one. Yep, good stuff. Alright. I want to tent at both ends of this lake just because it is so big. And this will definitely be a tripod spot. I just have a feeling. I got one. I'm gonna stick a tent like here. Like right on top of that zone. That way I can like fast travel here, shoot the far zone. This guy won't be rendered in. That zone won't be rendered in. So I can't spook them if they're not rendered in. I'll shoot across the ways. Actually, like mark where he's at. Oh, there was a whole other herd in there. There's 6 and a 5, but that 5 is, by my standards, too small. So we'll have to find out where their zone actually is, because it's in there somewhere. Maybe this would be a better spot. How far away are you? I think this is a better spot. Alright. Because that means this zone might not spawn in. We might only need one tent here. It's hard to say. I might stick a tripod like right where that tent is and then try and stick one a little further up so I can shoot this zone over here. Work in progress. We try our best to set up for efficiency, but it doesn't always work. I wonder if that other herd that took off was like right on the other side of this. I think 165 is gonna be my number. I think that's gonna be my number. Any level 5 that has a score estimate that goes above 165. If it stops at 165, I'm gonna probably just take a look at the rack. But at least I'm making some money back. We've shot a few red deer. And a pheasant. Granted, we did shoot that pheasant with a 303. And therefore ruined it, but we still got a pheasant. And who knows, I might end up... There's probably... Yeah, it's probably a zone, like, right there. Sticking a tent, like, up here. That way I don't have to run around it. Just bark at me. No, something up there did. Stop yelling at me. It gotta be right in there. Alright. Little wonky. 165. Seeing like at 165, they're not even gonna make gold. Alright. Next up. This one, because of how close it is, I don't think I'm gonna need a tent. I know this one used to be one of my stops. Last time I was grinding red deer, and it was just so nice because I spawned in, and the zones, like at the very base of the lake, if they were there, they were already in. Already spawned in. Looks like I got some wolves. Want to get the lighter. I completely messed that up. Oh, they're running this way. Was a good hit. The one I did shoot would not have made it that far, but I don't see her immediately, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Because I am close enough that if I were to keep shooting them, there's a chance I could blow out a zone that's like right there. I do have a zone down. But they could be gone because of the wolves. Hey, Benny's Planet, welcome in. Howdy. Welcome to the chaos. But with that zone location, oh, it said spot animal. It did. Still calm, which is nice. I don't see a stag. Oh, there's a stag. Your score is not high enough. Dang it, there's one there. I thought I was gonna be able to avoid this lake. Gotcha. Perfect. Love it. We'll see. These guys are gonna flee up the hill. That's good. I think it's just the one stag, and he's not high enough for me to consider him as a shooter stag. Good. I like it. I don't see any other red deer zones spawning in. It looks like it's just these two, with one of them being a shooter. And I can live with just running down here and hopping on that rock every time. That works for me. Especially if this single down here ends up coming back at something really small. And then I can just close the lake for hunting, basically. Don't have to visit it. That would be another good spot right there to stick a tent and tripod. Just shoot over the lake from here. But I think if I tried coming in from there, I'd literally have to fast travel all the way over here or run around just to get there. Just to place the tent there. Alright. I'm not... How many do I have? I have 7 tents left. I haven't even gotten to the southern portion of this. Granted, this is not a bad outpost setup. This is not really that bad of an outpost setup. This lake just doesn't have red deer for a lot of people. I don't think I have them either. I don't think they're on this lake. Might be. Might be on this lake. Like, these distances to run are not that bad. This one to here is not that bad. I might try and stick a tent here. This one to either of these isn't horrible, but I'd like to have a tent on the far side of each one. That's 1, 2, 3 tents. Maybe a 4th there. Maybe a 5th right on this lake. And I still have to do the whole river. So yeah, I'm not going to put a tent here. I am going to go check this lake. What time is it? It is 10:02. I'm going to have to change the time no matter what. I guess I could place a tent, change time, pick it up. Somewhere. Wish I could run just a little bit faster. Getting close. Alright. 6:04. Alrighty. Pick that up. Keep moving to my waypoint. Ouch. You guys hear my shoulder pop? It's kind of loud. Beautiful landscape, though. I love it. All the farmland. And, like, that, all of that I'm looking at is in render. Like, or not in render, like, in the map. Like, I can go there. And that seems like a little wild to me. I want to pick up this zone. Yeah. Starting to kind of put some zones on my map again. Not many. Alright. Down the mountain. Ooh. 6 more people need to pick their team. No, we are done drafting. Done drafting. I like it. Oh, I'm stuck on a tree. Sorry, guys. 24 hours per. Who? I saw him for a brief second. I'm snooping in our league chat because it's funny. That's a Besides one. See. Oh, no, never mind. I thought I saw something. I thought I did. I was wrong. Let's see. Freaking water trees. Okay. If I don't see anything doesn't mean they're not there. Although I would like it kind of a lot if there were like no zones here. I'm gonna assume that that stag that I saw has a zone here. Even though I don't want him to have a zone here. I might stick a tent like over there. We'll see. Wouldn't be the worst spot to stick a tent. But at least from there, I don't think it'll be... I mean, it'll be close enough if he's on this edge that he won't render in. Which doesn't bother me. At least I saw him like running down this way, so I know that there should be a deer down here. Ooh. That's a new one. I don't think I've ever heard that noise before. Sound like a dog having a hairball. If I just put it slightly on the other side of this curve here, and I can see the entire lake, everything's like within render, I'm gonna do it. Don't. That bushwhacking bug still annoys me. I don't know what it is. I don't know who gave the hunter like wind pants to wear and get all the burrs and brush stuck on my pants when I'm running, but it was a bad idea. Who authorized it? But it shouldn't have happened. Like, see? I'm running on sand. I clearly have some sticks stuck to the bottom of my pants. And they're those poly... whatever it is. The windbreaker jackets from, like, the late 90s. That's what the material is. I swear. That edge is not in render, so we're gonna keep moving. I thought these white little flowers were a zone. I got excited. Right, now it's technically within render. Those are footprints. Of some type. It's poop. It's dog poop. It is poop of the canine. this I like. Everything is within render. Slap it. Slap the tent. Slap it. Do 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 do. Alright, so they're not at these two lakes. I do have to check this little one. We gotta move southeast as soon as we fast travel. Which should mean a pretty hard turn to the right. Yep. And this one's not bad at all. Right from the start, I'm at least within render of everything. Granted, the closer edge is so close that nothing can render in. And a good chunk of this lake is downwind. Love that. Woo! A woos! You're all very loud. I'm going to assume this lake has nothing. Because that would be preferred. I used to have a bunch of zones like here. But I don't want to have to walk around this thing. So we're gonna fast travel here and go down the hill. And try my best to find the deer that I hope are still there. Ugh, it's still a long walk. At least it's mostly downhill. And with the time that it is, not too bad. The one downside to the ATVs is they make so much noise. I couldn't take it to like zip over there and not have them all spooked. Like they're going to spook. Still a kilometer to run. Oi. Alright. But I would say after I've set this spot up, other than the river and the entire south zone, I'm done. I'm done setting up. And like this is going to cost me a tent, so I will have 5 tents left. I'll have 5. That's it. 5 tents left to set up the entire river and southern zones. Woo. Oh boy. Oh boy. This will be something. Do 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 do. Oh, we're making some ibex angry. I saw a butt. See another butt. Run! They're straight downwind. Oh. Dang, that means that the red deer zones are gonna be like due downwind, like straight south of me, huh? That's kind of frustrating. Okay, well. Maybe I should aim further this way? That way there's a chance that the wind will like slide right past the red deer. And if the terrain down there is what I remember it, it shouldn't be too hard to place a tent on this side. It's gonna be the other side that would be a pain. And like the other side, I think it's gonna be such a pain to a degree where I might just fast travel here and take the ATV down to pick stuff up. Or, hopefully, everything down here is like a level 4. And or female. That would be so nice. Or they're all single level 5s with like really low estimates. A girl can dream. Hey Gunhub, welcome in. Did you end? Oh. A single rabbit lives here. And it's a male. I don't like the wind is curving a little more that way. I wish it would swing a little more southwest. That would be much appreciated and very helpful. Use our spray can deodorant as a precaution. Shower in a can, just oh boy. Getting stressy. But I used to have like a couple of single zones that would be down here. And the zones were on this side of the lake. But a couple of people that I've talked to, their zones are all on that side of the lake. Please be small and or female. Okay. No fleeing? Alright, we'll leave it there for now. Okay. I don't think I have zones here, but we're gonna check. It's 7-11. Cross your fingers. Okay, now I'm not in the water anymore. Whatever that was. I'm checking the far side once I get down here. Good to double check that information. At least the wind is in my face, not at my back. Let's see. Gonna start rendering in soon. Small males or females? Please and thank you. Much appreciated. Mucho apreciadas. Get it? Because it's Quattro. It's okay. You can say it. You can tell me I'm not funny. I still think I'm hilarious. I don't think there's a single red deer zone on the southern side of this lake, so I'm not even gonna bother to look. But it is like 7:30, so ideally something. I'm gonna have to check the hot map. Un momento. Hot maps. Okay. Oh, no, there are no red deer on this lake. Wrong lake. It's not these two, it's this one that has red deer. Got it. Let me pull that up one more time. Alright. We're gonna go to these two, but we're gonna start with this one. From this outpost. Why it's important to have your hot maps easily accessible, because then you don't waste, I don't know, 10 minutes going to a lake that somebody else has circled as no red deer. Okay. Up the hill this time. I'm trying to think of where it is. I think it's here. This situation. Where I would always spawn here. And in this field, I would stop. I think this is a hunting stand. And I had like really good wolf zones right there where they would rest at like 10 in the morning. Fantastic. I loved it. And with the in-game hunting structure being there, top tier. Top tier. Even more helpful. Oh no, I'm stuck. Can't walk over rocks apparently. My player did not spend enough time hiking as a child. Boy, are we getting some frame rate drops. It's fine when I look up in the sky, but not when I look down at the ground. Hey, G-Reader. Got 4 level 5s and a rare. Dang, how many of them made diamond? And what rare did you get? I know I had pulled you up when I got up to start making the thumbnail for this stream. Pretty good sized rabbit. Or at least I think it's a good sized rabbit. Might not actually be. I've had a troll level 3 rabbit on Quattro anyway, so not gonna. Stop running. God, that's so slow. It's so slow to not be like sprinting. Juve. Deer! Perfect. A shooter deer, even. Oops. Okay. So there's a zone. Dude. Quattro is not kind to me. It's not. Excuse you. Oh, there's even a buddy. And his buddy's a shooter. They changed the IVEXs from class 4 to class 6. Oh, the Mouflon are at least still class 4. Those guys are both shooters. Yoo! I'm gonna look around before I decide to start shooting. So anyways, I started blasting. Oh my gosh. I think I see a troll rack back there. Nope, it's a 7. A mythical! And a 6. There's 3 shooters on that zone alone. This is definitely gonna be a lake that I need to have tripods on. I think I want my tent over here, so I'm gonna walk this way a little bit. One of them or all of them. Well, over there just hanging out by the dead red deer carcass. Just keep crawling, just keep crawling. See, and I thought the Ibex, like, class change was a glitch and it wasn't supposed to be happening. I know, Danny, I know. But it's for the video, I promise. It's legitimately 110% just for the how-to grind video I have coming out. Like, that's the entire purpose behind me being here and doing this. I want to stick the tent and tripod, like, right here. It's gonna be something. It's for the gram. I'm doing it for the vine. Doing it for the vine. And if I don't see anything on this side, that's actually really helpful. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, ba-da-dum. It's for the views. Nah. I like that mythical rack. You have a tent stand near that area, right? Alright. These are the first guys that I need to take care of before I even place the tent. Alright. Something is mad back there. It's a rabbit. These guys heard that. Of course you did. Alright, well. If they heard the shots, I won't be able to place the tent without freaking them out, which I don't like. There's no way I get that 7 down. There's just no way. Yep, that's the 303. My preferred weapon. Woo! That actually worked! I have no idea where it landed. I think I completely missed the second shot. I would like a tent on each side of this lake. Even though it's a little impractical, it's gonna be so much faster for picking these guys up. That's definitely 2, and that's 1. I don't know. Oh, I see why. It's because I have you guys listening to both my game audio and my desktop audio. So this should sound like 1 and not 2. That would be why. I wonder if it's because I changed that, like, setting right at the beginning of stream. Yep, good. We fixed it. Alright, well, I got 1 down quickly. It's this guy. Double barrel. I'm not gonna go follow that. That's a very low bleed rate. That'll take forever. You guys are already coming back. You have no brain cells. Confirmed. Just sipping the water right next to the dead deer. And all the toxic barrels. Yes, double barrel bolt. 100%. Thank you, GunHub. Still getting some weird frame rate stuff going on. So if I'm looking down, it doesn't quite run right. Through the binoculars, it's not bad, but like here, definitely a little spacewalky. Definitely a little spacewalky. I'm running out of tents. I'm just gonna stick it right in the middle. I know that's not a great idea. I know why it's not a great idea. Look at this guy. They're just sipping right next to him. Alright. This was the 7, not the mythical. It's... oh my gosh, the frame rates are so bad. It's gotta be like all the tracks. Because if I look like super far down, it's not bad. If I look straight out, it's horrible. And if I stare up into the sky, it's not bad at all. Hi, bud. One time at Crocs and Brews. Not the poor man, the big horn. Spatula, but still got lung. 285. Alright. I have this lake to go check and place and waste a tent. Stare up into the sky as I do it. That way I can get there without dropping frames for a million years. do have to pay attention to time, though. I might have to wrap this up at the half-hour mark. Like, not at the half-hour mark, in a half an hour. And then we might come back to it later tonight. We'll see. Just because... Oh my goodness. I do have to go to the day job today to pick something up. So, that will be happening. Unfortunately. Hey, it's walking. I don't know if that red deer was from the lake I just left or if she's on her way to this lake. Hopefully we find out shortly. I think that's my previous lake's red deer. There's at least a couple of males. Hey, there's that mythical. I could probably get him. Oh, it must have been the wolves. Dang it. Yep, gotta be the wolves. I still think that's hilarious, the poor man's bighorn. Oh, there's a boy. There's another one. What's up, bud? Hopefully. Gosh, can I land this shot at all? Perfect. Acceptable. All three. That's nice because that guy is out of 200, that guy's out of 200, and this guy, wherever he was, I think is outside of 200. I moved like 3 feet. Okay. It's like I moved 3 inches to the left and immediately lost sight of that guy. Ba-dum-bum. And who knows? All 3 of these could come back as something really tiny. Are we almost done with the draft? Almost done? Oh my gosh, we have 1 person left. One person. one person left to draft. And then we are done. We started this on Saturday. And it auto pauses from midnight to 9 a.m. Eastern time, 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. Oh my gosh, we're done. Oh my gosh. My first matchup is Willow. Dude. One second. That's so funny. Alright, so at least I have him marked. I don't have the other one marked, which is, like, fine, but I have no idea where the other guy left and ran off to. Not a clue. Let's see. He's close to the marker, but I think he's a little further ahead of it. Because, like, once they're down, they don't, like, really have a hitbox. Like, they have a hitbox for spotting, but they don't have a hitbox for placing the marker. So even though he is right here, I try to place the marker on him. Oops. It places it behind him. Ooh, we neck shot that guy. I'm not gonna go try and find the third one. I'm not. It's not happening. 8:38. I've got 20 minutes. Oh, that's not good. Did I mark the zone? Yes, I did. Ooh, straight downwind. Ugh. Might benefit me to start on this side of this lake. I have a red deer zone. Oh my gosh. Just keep running, just keep running. Reapply the shower in a can. I hope wherever I'm at when I do have to close stream is like a good stopping point. I'll be a little upset if it's not. But I suppose if it is like a bad stopping point, there is an opportunity for me to just be like, yeah, we're coming back. As soon as I'm home, we're gonna stream again. Ooh, that's a good 5. Don't be fleeing. Oh. Wouldn't even let me get your zone. Rude. I slowed down to a walk and everything for you. That's too far out of the way to see. Wolf zone. Two single puppos. Wonder if like over here would be a good spot where like the entire lake is gonna be within render for me. Well, you're not warning calling me. Gotta be wolves or something up there. Probably the exact wolves I'm trying to avoid. Can I get this guy from here? Oh my gosh, we did. And it was like a good hit. That's freaking awesome. Alright, well, I know the zone is like over there, and that's out of render with the tent here. Or not out of render. Like that's... I know what I'm trying to say. It's just not coming out right. Ugh. Okay. It is marked on my mark. Mark. This is not downwind, which is very helpful. No more shower in a can needed. But I do have a zone right as I get down there, which is not going to be helpful. But after these two, I don't think I'm going to put a single tent here. If I do, it's going to be just right there. I might put one on this lake. I do need to check this lake out. So I'll probably put a tent on here, a tent on here. So that'll be 2 out of my remaining, what, 3? I have 1 tent left. Gotcha. So we're gonna have to go through and hope that I have some zones that don't need tents. Like, a lot of these are for collecting. I could probably get rid of the middle one here. I probably will get rid of the middle one there, just so I have it. Okay. Oh my gosh, Southeastern R Class 6. Huh. I see that now. Alright, well, I know I have a zone straight down the hill. There's a couple more over there. That's so insane. You don't strike me as a Class 6 animal. Thank you, G-Raider. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, Kita Bean, your tail's so loud. Chill. Everybody in stream can hear your tail slapping my desk. There be the deer. He's a level 4. That's a 5. He is a shooter. I think once I get to this ridge line. Of course you're a tent. I hope that that level 5 is the biggest guy down here. Oh, of course there's a level 6 too. There's a level 3. There are definitely more stags. Where are you going? Come back. There is 2 down. I think over here is gonna be my best bet. Yes, anywhere I can over here. It's about 190 meters away. Hopefully. Hopefully there's somewhere I can place it. I can like spawn in. Immediately tell if there's anything there. Even if I spawn in like a little too close and have to back up like 20 feet, I can deal with that. Ooh, up here's not bad. Ooh, I like this. This is good. This is good. Ooh, that's a real good spot. I wonder if I can... I hope I can. Oh my gosh, this is like a perfect little spot. I'm gonna like crawl up here and walk off the edge. I love it. Alright. This is like perfect because everything zone-wise, other than maybe this little edge here, is gonna be 200 plus. Oh, and I fall. I didn't break anything. I'll be able to stick a tripod right up there with the tent. Okay. 9:25. Still got time. I think I'm supposed to expect them all on this coastline, which is kind of nice. And if they are there, I might be able to get to this outpost, grab the four-wheeler, just drive down the coastline. There's one. There's two. I have 2 shooters. Right here will probably be another guy. Another guy, both also shooters. This is like the bachelor pad. Got it. Let's see. Alert. You guys have no idea. His was a bad shot. He's down. He's down. He's down. Look at that. And just go over here, get a little ATV, drive down the coastline. I'm gonna put a little marker down here, that way I know which way to drive. And because I know it's gonna be loud. Oh. Didn't even get 20 feet outside the outpost. Oh, this is gonna be... Isn't there supposed to be like paths cut into these? All the rocks in the world. Well, I hear wolves. Okay. We were too low on the second one in that zone. No, I saw this guy down. There he is. 201. One more. Alright. That's it for there. This... People have the zones like in this corner. I'm gonna fast travel and hope that I start far enough away. But this can just be an outpost and run kind of zone. Oh yeah, 370, I can live with that. I can absolutely live with that. Right on a zone. It is a right on a red deer zone. Look at that. Already got them marked. Oh, I remember why I have this one marked. I have it marked because I did a Quadricolinus collection video where I came out here and I shot every single animal on the map. And that was after the backfilling update, so that included like the pheasant. That's what I was down here for, because I wanted a Grados. And this was like the best lake that I knew of to get them. Don't see anything yet. Oh, and it's a level 4. Perfect. And I don't even have to worry about coming down here. We can just go straight to this one. Which I think I used to make this run from this outpost every time. So that doesn't bother me none. All right. Perfect. Because I used to have a tent, say like right here. I'd run up here and I'd shoot everything from across this lake. Because I think the lake is just long enough where bottom to top is like right at the render distance. Because I'd have a tripod here and I'd bow hunt this zone, shoot this zone. This zone would go like alert and I'd shoot them. This zone would be kind of like alert and I'd shoot them. And then I'd look all the way down there and make long shots at whoever was down there. And then just run around the whole lake for like 20 minutes. Good times. I don't have any zones here anymore at all though. Which does make me a little nervous for spooking stuff on my way in. Especially because I can't even see the water yet, and it's almost within 100 or 200. I don't like that. There's deer. There's a shooter deer too. At least I got one zone here. Zone says it's here even though they're up there. Nice. Different zone. He could be like a single tacked on. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. There's even a mythical. That's how many stags? That's like 4 stags right there. Definitely gonna need tripods here. I'm not even gonna start shooting down here until I get tripods. Not the kind of lake that I want to mess up early on. Just because I don't have it set up. And it's definitely the kind of lake that I'm gonna want to have a tent like right at. Because if I stick a tent right on the shoreline where I'm standing, these guys won't render in, but he will, so I can shoot him and then back up and shoot the ones closer and not have to be as worried about who's spooked and why and when. Level 4. But he's not a shooter. I don't see anything over that way. There's some females. Oh, hello. You're a shooter. He's a shooter. Yeah, I'm gonna need serious hunting structure happening. What if they're gonna go hang out like right there? It is 10:08, they're leaving. Did he just pack up and leave and I didn't even see it happen? He did. At least we know we have 2 mythicals on the map. I'd like a tent, like right here though. That way, hopefully, that far zone there, I could shoot them wherever they end up stopping. I'll worry about that another time. I still have an entire river that has to be set up and I have no tents for it. Not a single one. Alright, but I think we're gonna have to revisit this. We're working on getting that red deer setup done. But I do have to go. Thank you everybody for hanging out with me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye!